The only difference is nobody's actually verbally telling me about the rose. All of a sudden it's just there, and I'm like, oh my God, and who is that getting it to me? So there is that little bit of an aspect of, it's my imagination, but it's my imagination beyond what I'm getting or what's just known. Does anybody want to share their rose story?
My mother's name is Rose. She comes frequently. I feel a stronger bond with her now since she's passed. Just recently, my husband had a procedure done, and I was so worried. I was praying, and I saw my mother in the room with him throwing rose petals. And I actually saw his mother pass a year ago. I don't even see myself as a psychic, but it was there. She was at his head. Her name was Joyce. She kept saying, rejoice, rejoice. And the doctor came out and said he was going to be okay, and he didn't think he would. So I think that, you know, when you really have something dramatic happen in your life, and you're willing to open up to it, then you can all be psychic, we can all have a message. And my mother comes with roses frequently for me, and I feel like she's here now. Thank you for saying Rose as soon as you said that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I felt that. Did you guys all feel that? Incredible. I love it. And I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with that. You got that rose from your mom all by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by we're all psychic. I mean, there's a level to the purpose of using a psychic to ask a question, and you know, hearing something like, this is how I can see, so can you. That everybody should know these things. We should just know it. I mean, we're taught when we're little, oh yeah, they're in heaven. You know, all dogs go to heaven. Cats, fish, llamas, alligators, ants, gnats, fleas, starfish, elephants, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Foxes. Which is why I'm not a pet psychic. Because I wouldn't know where to stop. I'd be Buddha. I would, you know, all the spiders, I'd be like, please, I can't kill you. I tend to stick with the dead people. A couple of angels here and there, a few guides. You know. Question? Do you have a question?
Not yet.
No? Who has a question?
Well, I was wondering about my guardian angel. I would love to know their name or anything about them. And sometimes I talk to my angels, and I wonder if they hear and if they answer, and they can help me.
I love angels. When my mother was little, in the old Polish part of New Haven, with Polish masses and Latin and the whole 9 yards, you know, she told me that her religious education teacher, back then, let me think of it, I'd say at least 55 years ago, 60 years ago, told her to go to bed that night and pray for their guardian angel to tell them their name. And that the first name she thought of upon waking is the name of her guardian angel. So because I've heard that story from her, and it's a childhood connection to her, and it's a childhood connection to me, I latch on to that as the definitive answer. There is, and Jean, maybe you can even agree with this to some extent. From what I understand, even if you were to find your animal guide, it is not up to someone to tell you who your animal guide is.
Self-discovery.
You are to have self-discovery, correct? Okay. So that's one part of my answer. Now, there's all kinds of angel things out there. There's, I'm not going to name names, but there are people who've written books about angels. And there are classes on how to speak with your angels and take notes and write things down and stuff like that. I know, have any of you ever talked to an angel? Okay, so yes, no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Being raised Catholic myself,